Okay, hello YouTube. This is Mrs. Slow-Mo and I'm here for a very big rant. I am so pissed off at everything today, like, you don't even know. Okay, so I'm supposed to be performing on my school's international talent show, and it's this coming Friday, right? And that's all good, except I thought I was going to do a song and just use the instrumental, like a CD instrumental, and just get that done, and just me on stage, the CD play, and I'm performing, it's done. And at the last minute I thought, that's kind of impersonal, it could be better. So I decided to change the song, same artist, but change the song, and get a guitar player and a drummer. That shouldn't be so hard to find in an arts kind of school, right? It was kind of hard. I put up a posting, I didn't get responses, and I was just like, okay, I'm about to give up. So last minute, I asked a friend of mine that goes to another school, and I asked her if she knew any guitar players or drummers, and she did. So I was like, oh my gosh, perfect, please can I have their contacts? And she gave me one of them's contact, a drummer. And so I contacted the guy, and he's like, oh my goodness, yeah, sure, I'll help you out or whatever. And what happened, we were supposed to meet up today, and at the very last second yesterday we found a guitar player, because the one I found at school kind of didn't, I guess he hasn't seen his, my messages on Facebook for him, so I didn't hear back from him, so I was like, I need another guitar player. And I went to an event yesterday, and it was the Suffolk University event, and the guitar player there was really good, so I was like, okay, I'm going to use him if he doesn't mind. And a friend of mine knows him, so they asked, and he's like, oh, I'll play, sure. So today we're supposed to meet up with a guy. I didn't have his number at this time. I'm freaking out because as of yesterday I was asking people to give me his number, and a whole bunch of communication mishaps. So as of this morning I get his number, and I let him know, okay, we're trying to meet the other guy at 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock. Can you make it? He goes, yeah, sure. Okay, well, 3:30, he texts me and he's like, he'll be there at 3:30, that he has to go to his school to get his guitar because he left it after the show yesterday. I'm like, sure, we'll meet you at your school. Yeah, and we're supposed to meet another girl, like she was supposed to finish from work, she's our mutual friend, and through her, we're all supposed to like meet up with my roommate and like all like go to the drummer's house to practice. Well, 3:30, 4:30, yeah, 4:30, I think. So an hour later, this guy shows up and he's like, oh, he left his phone at home, so he had to go back home to get it. He came back. Oh, wow, his guitar is, what did he even say? His guitar was on campus, like he left it backstage, and he has to pick it up. And then we get to school and we're like, okay, well, where's the guitar? He's like, oh, it's not where he left it. He's worried about it. Then he ends up calling the campus police, who opened the door for him, and the guitar is still nowhere to be found. So it's just like, could anything else go wrong? By the way, the drummer guy wants to leave the house by 5:30. So it's like, we have only an hour, and it takes about 30 minutes or 40 minutes to get to the drummer's house, and I've never been there. So I'm saying an hour, give or take, if I'm going to just be, leaving from the school, from town. So I'm calling the drummer every 5 minutes, and I'm just like, oh, here's the new update, I'm so sorry, we're waiting for the drummer. Oh, here's the new update, I'm sorry, we're waiting for the guitar player. And now the guitar player is here, he has no guitar, so we don't know what's going on. At the end of the day, I'm just like, scratch it, we'll just cancel rehearsal for tonight. I called the drummer and I'm like, I'm so sorry we wasted your time all day. I know you have somewhere to be at 5:30, but you can just go ahead and go. I mean, this is 5 o'clock when I called him, by the way. I'm like, you can just go ahead and go where you're going, because there's no guitar. We can't practice without the guitar. I mean, the guitar player will be there, but he needs his guitar. And, excuse me, at the end of the day, the guy's like, oh, you should have just told me I have a guitar. And we're like, well, we didn't know. We already left the guitar guy, and he has a dinner anyway. So it was just a big messed up day, messed up plan. It was a lot of back and forth, and he said, she said, are we doing this, are we not doing this, oh, I'm sorry, I can't make it. It was just a whole lot of that, and I'm just tired. And to make matters worse, I lost my Charlie card. Okay, I have these cards that you can just easily reload, and I've lost one before. After putting $60 on it for the month, I lost it like the next 2 days later, and I freaked out. It took a week for them to mail me another one, and that was after a bunch of phone calls, registering online. It was a whole ordeal. So because school is ending, I didn't need the monthly pass. I just wanted to put like $15 for the weekly pass on the card. they wouldn't let me do that, right? So they were like, oh, you have to get a new card, and most likely the machine's gonna give you the paper one. I'm like, okay, I know I'm gonna lose the paper one, but sure, it's a $15 weekly pass. I should be more. I'll be careful with this one. Lo and behold, because I thought my bag was probably not gonna be the safe place to put it, I put it in my pocket. Somehow, when my uncle called me and I was doing a whole bunch of stuff and trying to watch out for the phone calls of the guitar player and the drummer and all of that mess, I must have put my hand in my pocket for my phone and pulled out my phone and the card and dropped the card and didn't even notice. So when it was time to go home, I'm like, let me get on the train, and I can't find my pass. So it's like I just bought the pass yesterday, so I feel like I just threw away $15. And it's pissing me off because it's like, this is the second time. It's every time I go out with my roommate, I always have this issue. And I'm just so frustrated. I feel so stupid. I feel so just angry. I'm just really, really angry. It's just been a bad day. But I will say the highlight of my day was scarves. I stopped at a vendor right outside the train station, and he had these scarves. These are just like the square ones for $3. And I figured if I fold them really neatly, I can actually probably put it around my head and tie it up in a certain way and just, I don't know, make it fun. So I got this one. And the last one is this one. So I would say these are the highlights of my day because they were $3 each, and I think they made the whole hell I went through today worth it. I mean, to make matters worse, I'm supposed to be singing on Friday, and I'm probably going to be sick now because I was in the cold from 2 o'clock until now. So I'm angry. I'm really angry, but I hope the show goes well. At this point, I just want to be like, screw it, I'll sing by myself. Nobody help me, thank you. But we'll see what happens, and if it goes well, I'll put up a video. If it doesn't, well, I'll come back and rant some more. Thanks for listening, and I guess hope you have a better Sunday or weekend, rest of the weekend than I do. Thanks for listening. Bye.